Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdel has inaugurated the Cairo ministerial meeting to enhance humanitarian response in Gaza, hosted under the auspices of President el-Sisi. The Egyptian Foreign Minister condemned Israel's ongoing aggression in Gaza, which has caused immense death, destruction, and displacement while violating international law. Abdel called for an immediate ceasefire, unhindered humanitarian aid, and adherence to United Nations resolutions. The conference aims to secure international commitments for sustained aid, immediate relief, and long-term recovery for Gaza, emphasizing the need for solidarity and respect for Palestinian rights. Palestinian Prime Minister Mohammed Mustafa has condemned Israel's systematic use of starvation as a weapon. Speaking at the Cairo ministerial meeting on Gaza's humanitarian crisis, Mustafa labeled the ongoing genocide in Gaza a war crime requiring urgent international intervention. Mustafa outlined plans for Gaza's recovery and bolstering Palestine's economy post-conflict, emphasizing national unity. Mustafa thanked Egypt for its unwavering support for Palestine and efforts to secure a ceasefire and humanitarian aid to Gaza. United Nations Senior Humanitarian and Reconstruction Coordinator for Gaza, Sigrid Kaag, has emphasized the severe destruction and losses caused by the ongoing Israeli aggression. Kaag called for urgent humanitarian aid, a ceasefire, and enhanced protection for humanitarian workers. She also advocated for intensified United Nations and international support to ensure the safety, education, and stability of Palestinian children. Additionally, she praised UNRWA's crucial role in health services and reconstruction efforts. UNRWA Commissioner General Philip Lazzarini has called for urgent, large-scale humanitarian action to address the catastrophic conditions in Gaza and ensure safe and effective humanitarian operations. Speaking at the Cairo Ministerial Conference on Gaza, Lazzarini highlighted UNRWA's 75-year history of providing education and preserving Palestinian identity. He emphasized that no institution other than UNRWA can educate hundreds of thousands of Gaza's children, underscoring the urgent need for international aid and a political solution to the crisis. Palestinian Red Crescent President Yunus al-Khatib has highlighted the severe challenges facing humanitarian efforts in Gaza due to the ongoing Israeli aggression. Speaking at the Cairo Ministerial Conference on strengthening humanitarian response in Gaza, al-Khatib stressed the lack of protection for humanitarian workers, urging respect for international law and adherence to global agreements. He emphasized that destruction has affected every corner of Gaza, holding the international community partly responsible for the escalating humanitarian crisis. Moving on to Syria, the Syrian State News Agency has reported that the army has launched operations in rural Aleppo, Hama, and Idlib to encircle and expel armed factions. The agency stated that 400 militants were killed in recent airstrikes conducted in coordination with Russian forces. Meanwhile, a military source denied claims about targeting a military meeting in northern Hama. Efforts are underway to secure towns and villages in northern Hama, including Tayyibat al-Imam, Halafia, and Qalat al-Madiq. The Syrian government has announced joint airstrikes with Russian forces on militant-controlled sites in the countryside of eastern Aleppo. According to a military source, the strikes hit the outskirts of El Safira, killing and injuring dozens and destroying several vehicles. The operations aim to weaken the hold of factions in the region.